Hi guys, I am making a video today for y'all that I really have been going back and forth with. I really had to pray about this, and I've tried to make this several times and just deleted it and started over, but it's really important. You guys need the information, so I'm giving you the information. Last year I heard from a friend of mine about this product called Sugar MD. And it was highly recommended, and so I decided to try it because it was an herbal supplement. It's supposed to really help lower your blood sugars and stuff. So I purchased some of it, and it worked for me, and it dropped my morning blood sugars a good bit because I was still waking up with high morning blood sugar even after eating low carb for 3 years. And I know some of us, especially women, we struggle with that a little bit more, and they're not sure if it's because of the fat deposits or whatever, but anyway, I was struggling with that, so I got this product and I started taking it, and it worked good for me. And I was telling Jenny, and I was taking it, over the course of several months. It may have even been a full year. I'm not exactly sure how long I was taking it, but I was on it for a while. And I was telling Jenny during all this time that I was having weird things going on. Like I was getting really, really chilled at night when I would go to bed. Like the kind of chills that you can't control. And I was having to get under like 3 blankets in order to get warm enough to get to sleep. I was having some respiratory issues. Years ago, I ended up on a respirator in the hospital because I had an anaphylactic reaction to some dog dip from my job. And so when I came out of that situation at the hospital, I had asthma, and I then had, a lot of y'all know, I had that tumor inside of me for a long time, and that was pushing on my diaphragm, making my asthma like really, really bad. And I haven't had to take any medication for my asthma since I've been eating low carb, except for a couple times when I got a really bad cold, and then when I had COVID. And so I was telling Jenny I'm having days where I'm having a hard time catching my breath, and I'm not sure what's going on because I don't have a cold. I don't feel, and just was feeling kind of weird. And then I started having some gastrointestinal issues, and I did not associate any of that with the Sugar MD supplement that I was taking, because it's an herbal supplement, Well, I have recently found out that they recalled that product because it was included metformin and glyburide. I've got it written down because I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. It's glyburide. And so when I found that out, Jenny and I started doing some research, and not only are they both prescription medications that should never be given to somebody without being under a doctor's care, but the glyburide, it specifically warns doctors not to give it to people that have got breathing issues, never to give it to people that are over, was it 65 or 70?
I think it was 65.
It's over 65 years old. And I was just stunned, and I'm still stunned to find that out. And the reason I found it out was because I had gone to purchase some more of it, and the formula had changed completely. And it's really funny because I have a screenshot of the original things that were listed on the original one that I bought. Of course, it didn't include metformin or glyburide on the label, but I have, and so the formula changed, and not only did it change, but it changed wildly, difference in ingredients. And so when I tried the new formula, I may as well have just been eating, air. It did nothing to help me. And so I went and Googled why did they change the formula, and then all this information popped up about the recall. And so I was kind of speechless. I'm still kind of speechless because I just can't believe somebody did this. for one thing, I'm flabbergasted about it that somebody would do this. And this doctor, this guy, I'll put his picture up here, was just selling this stuff like it was, no big deal. And they've got, I'm going to put links at the bottom of the video for you guys to research it yourself. But they've, and one of them's to the FDA and the other one is to a company called the Block Firm. And I believe that they're handling a class action lawsuit. I have not, contacted them and have not gotten involved with that. But they are one of the people that's put a lot of information about these drugs up there. And then the FDA site that I'll also link has got all of the symptoms that can happen. And it includes seizures and death. And I mean, like I said, I'm just flabbergasted at the information. And I don't like conflict. I don't like starting any trouble and drama, and I'm not trying to do that today. But if you've been taking this and all of a sudden you've got the new formula and it's not working for you and your blood sugars are all over the place, this is probably why. So I'm going to give you the information and let you, do your own research and decide what you need to do, if anything, for yourself. The main thing I wanted to do was just get the information out there because I had a really bad rebound effect from it. And my blood sugars were just everywhere for several months after I went off the original formula. I couldn't figure out why. So I'm going to leave that down there. And then the other thing I was going to talk about in this video is there are some products that I used to recommend highly for diabetics that I cannot recommend anymore because there's been some changes in those. So I will tell you about those as well. One of them are the Springer Mountain Farms cooked frozen chicken breast. And when I first started eating low carb, I would get those because, chicken doesn't have carbs in them. They were already pre-cooked, and I would pop them in the skillet and poach them for a few minutes. And they were very tender and very tasty, and I enjoyed them, and I recommended them often. And so recently, I've gotten really radical about reading labels again because of all the stuff that's been going on. And I just happened to look at the label for the Springer Mountain Farms frozen chicken breast that are fully cooked, and they have got maltodextrin in them. And I don't know why, but as diabetics, when we eat maltodextrin or dextrin, many times it affects us worse than regular table sugar would. So they still have the chicken breast in the frozen food section that are not cooked, that have not got the maltodextrin in there, but the frozen chicken breast now do. And it's like 4 carbs worth. So, you make your own decision about that. I'm choosing not to eat them anymore for that reason. And I'm going to buy, the ones that are frozen, but they're not cooked, and do that if I poach chicken. And then the second product that I'll have to tell y'all about, and y'all, this breaks my heart, is Lily's chocolates. And I discovered this because I eat Lily's, on a fairly regular basis, not every day, but, probably twice a week, maybe 3 times a week sometimes, and just have a strip or two of one of the candy bars, and that's it. And I was doing my blood sugar one night, and I had nothing but a hamburger patty and some green beans, an unsweet tea, and 2 strips of the Lily's chocolate bar. And normally that meal would raise my blood sugar 5 points, if that. And I had started out that night before dinner at 120, and when I finished eating my meal, I checked my blood sugars at 178. And so I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? And so I looked at the Lily's label, and y'all, they are putting dextrin in the Lily's chocolates now, and it's the second ingredient in the candy bars. And so I started doing some research on that and found out that the lady that started the Lily's company, she sold it to Hershey's. I guess it was close to a year ago, Jenny.
Yeah.
That we found the information on it. And so they've just recently started changing the formula, but they haven't changed anything on the front of the label. So all the candy bars look exactly like they've always looked. And so for a little while, I said, okay, well, I won't eat the candy bars because they've got the dextrin. And I was getting the little peanut butter cups because they didn't have the dextrin in it. Well, last week when I went to CVS to try to get a bag of the peanut butter cups, they're now putting the dextrin in the peanut butter cups. So for me, Lily's is off limits now because I can't eat something that's gonna, you know, raise my blood sugar that high. So I'm sorry to tell y'all that, and for those of y'all that are like me, that are super sensitive to the dextrin and the maltodextrin, it's just one of those things. But in this video, on a happier, more up note, I will tell you that Jenny and I have already filmed a video where I have made a substitute treat for the chocolate lovers in the group, and I will be posting that either tonight or tomorrow. It will definitely be up no later than tomorrow, because I want you guys to have that good, happy information too. So I'm sorry to have to tell you guys all of this stuff, but I really feel like it's important for y'all to have the information. I wish I would have had the information earlier. So, and a little quick update on Miss Macy. She's doing much better, and I'll get into more detail about that in our next giveaway video, which I'm going to be doing a second video because we had a couple people that did not claim their prizes. So we're going to do a redraw for the giveaway with the names that are still in the bowl from the last time. So I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys, and like I said, I'm sorry to have to do a video that's not my usual upbeat stuff, but I just feel like it's really important and you guys deserve to know. So I love y'all. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. See you later.